Hey everybody, welcome to the Black Sheep Props channel. I'm Steve and I'm here to teach you the tips, tools, techniques, and materials for building your very own super cool EVA foam props. Now in our last build we went ancient when we built the samurai helmet and it rocked with the big flares on the front and everything. Really cool. If you missed that build, we're going to include the link to our channel's homepage in the description below so you can go over there and check out samurai helmet or any of the other cool builds there. But for this build, we are going to go sci-fi. So without further ado, Black Sheep Props would like to introduce you to the newest member of the family. Yeah! Wow, check that out. Woohoo! It is the Sentry Gun from Aeon Flux. Or is it Aeon Flux or Aeon Flux? I don't know, there's a big debate going on over the name and how you pronounce it. I like to stick to the simple issues like with or without cheese. I'm going with. And I'm going with Aeon Flux. So, there you go. Look at that thing, man. Really cool. It's weathered and dirty steel. It's got this cool barrel assembly down the top. It's got all these edges and little cavities and little drop downs. Got the cool handle. Got the riveted up side piece there. Got this cool little inner piece that sticks out. A lot of layers and stuff on here. So this is going to be one of those builds where we do a lot of layering up first and then cut out, and voila, then you see what you get. But super cool. So in this episode, making an EVA foam Sentry Gun Part 1, we're going to begin going step by step through how to make it. And we have a template for this thing too, so if you want to build along, we'll include the link for our storefront in the description below so you can go pick up a template. So that's it. If you're ready to hit it, let's make something. Alright, here we go. We're going to begin building our Sentry Gun. And we're going to be doing a lot of layering up here. So we're going to start with these two central pieces and we're going to build out from the center. Alright, so we're going to use two 6mm pieces for that. And we have a couple marks made on here. We're going to be eventually coming in with a support that's going to go up inside the handle like this, up to this far. Alright, but we'll deal with that later. For right now, we're going to begin with these two pieces. Just like that. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. We've got our two pieces measured out and cut, just like that. We've got our mark here. Now what we're going to be doing is this wood dowel is going to be sandwiched in between these two pieces. And we need to Dremel out a trench on both sides to fit it in there. And okay, we got our dust mask on, we've got our Dremel out, we're going to dig a trench. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, we're going to be able to put that there. Ooh, that's going to be pretty nice. I think we might have done it. Now we're going to take some of this dowel off. Alright, there we go. Now this isn't our exact measurement, but we just left extra and we'll cut it off later. Give it a couple minutes to dry and then we trap that support. Now we are going to line up our opening right over here. Look at that. Perfect. Now we've got a wood support in here that's going to keep the end of this stiff. Really nice. Okay, now we've got our next layers that we're going to put on, and we've got our templates drawn out, both on 6mm. We've got the left side and the right side. Now, if you notice, we have one side has the smaller circle, one side has the larger circle. We are going to use the smaller circle to attach first. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to knock off all of our straight cuts. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to cut these shapes out using our x-acto knife. All right, there we go. Now we're going to come in just like this. We're going to line up this edge, these edges, and these two corner edges just like that. All right, perfect. Now we're going to come in just like this. We're going to line up this edge, these edges, and these two corner edges just like that. All right, perfect. All right, there we go. All right, there you go. Let it dry. Now we're going to line up our edges. Now we're going to try to not let it stick down anywhere except where we're sticking. All right, so we're going to line this corner up over here. And we're going to line that corner up just like that. Okay, beautiful. Now let's come over to here and let's lay this down so we know we are right where we got to be. And we're going to line right up down this edge down here where I'm taking my time. I'm going to lay it down. Beautiful, right down the edge. Nice, we're flush right down here. Perfect. Okay, now the top is not as crucial as the bottom in this back end. Okay? All right, there we go. And see that? We've got our flat, our 3 layers so far, our flush right there. Nice. Let it dry. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to carefully line up this back end. Line up right here. All right, there we go. We've got this layered up. It's looking kind of weird right now, but we've got the support going up into it, so we're going to be able to have a nice grip for our handle and some stability. All right, now we're going to come in and we're going to take our cutting template and we're going to transfer that over onto here and cut it out. All right, here we go. 2 more pieces, 2 more layers, both 6mm. We're going to come in and just cut our straight cuts out. We're going to come all the way through, lose our straight edge, and we're going to pivot around our edge. Okay, now we're going to come in and we're going to bring our template over, just like that. Okay, we're lined up all the way around the edge, nicely. All right. And we're going to mark our corner here and here. All right. And we are going to line up this corner and the top of this with this line we just drew. Okay, so we're going to come in and line it up right there. And as you can tell, look at this, perfect. This little corner lines right up with that circle right there. All right, really nice. All right, so we're going to and right there. All right, there we go. Okay, we lined up with our line right here. All right, there we go, man. We're really starting to get some layers happening here. All right, now we're gonna flip it around and do the same thing on this side. All right, same thing. We're gonna match up where our circles meet, right here on the edge, like that. Perfect. Now let's come up here and line up right there. Okay, now we're perfect along the top. Our circles meet right up right here. And then this is going to lay down. All right, there we go. Crazy. Doesn't look like much until now. All right, let's move this out of the way. All right, here we go. Gotta be really careful because our template's gotten really cut up, so it's kind of flimsy. Wow, this is going to be crazy. All right, we're going to move over to the scroll saw now, and we're going to cut this out, and we're going to have the bulk of our sentry gun ready to roll. We're going to be off to the races after this. All right. Wow. Check that out, man. Look at all those cool angles and step downs and this cool little detail back here. Wow. That is really cool. All right, we've got some little pieces we're going to have to fix. Slice right through here very carefully with our x-acto right down to there. Nice. We'll clean that with the Dremel. There we go. This is a really intricate pattern, so sometimes when you have a super intricate pattern on both sides and you cut it out, you have a couple little places like this you gotta fix up, but that's okay. Right there, we'll clean this up with the Dremel. All right, what do we got? Looks like we're good everywhere else. That was it, a couple little spots. Woo! Nice. All right, there we go. Look at that. We cleaned up in here where we had to cut, cleaned up in here. We rounded off our edges all around this piece, around the front end, around these back ends. Wow. That is really cool, man. Really cool. We're gonna have a handle down here. We'll be cutting this off. Nice. All right, that is the hardest part of our build complete. Okay, now we're gonna put together this cool little detail that's gonna go on the side. We've got a 6mm piece of foam. We transferred our template over. We marked where all of our little rivets are going to be. We marked our center area. And then here is our main nut on a 2mm piece of foam. Here's a little circle that's on a 3mm that's going to go over the top of it. And we're going to brass tube out a bunch of our rivets out of the 2mm. All right, piece of cake. All right, there's 12 of our little rivets. Now we're going to... Woo, yeah. All right, there we go. There's all of our pieces. Look at that. That's easy stuff right there. We're just going to stand our knife up and pivot all the way around our circle. All right, there we go. Just like that. Okay. All right, let's come in with our Dremel, and we're going to round this edge off. All right, there we go. Check that out. We've got a nice beveled edge. Now we can bring all these rivets back in. All right, let's bring our... All right, super easy. We're just gonna dip each one in. Just bring it in from the edge just a little bit. Put it down. That's it. Really easy stuff, man. That is easy. Nice. All right, let's seal this. Line up flush around this edge. We're going to follow our circle around so that we have a nice flush edge. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Really cool. Meets right up right here. Really nice. And if you do try this and you have a little bit of a bump anywhere, you can just come in with your Dremel and clean it up. Okay, now we're going to come in with a 3mm piece of foam and a brass tube, and we're going to make a couple rivets for the sides of the body here. There we go. There we go. All right, perfect. All right, now let's come in with this 10mm piece. It's going to be the hand grip that goes down here at the bottom. All right, now that's kind of a thick piece of foam right there, but we're going to be dremeling it off, so we can probably do this with an x-acto blade, because we're going to be rounding the edges over, so it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. So we could probably do that. We could probably come in with our x-acto. Curl right around our piece. All right, nice. Look at that. All right. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get our gloves on and our dust mask, and we're going to Dremel. Now we're going to come in with our 220 sanding stick, and we're going to smooth out that edge a little bit. Now let's seal it. All right, now we're going to keep heating it up. And the reason we're heating it up is we're going to bend it so that it wraps around our weapon a little easier. Doesn't have to be perfect right now. We're just getting a light shape going on here. Let it dry, then we're going to bend it. Fold our grip down to the side, just like that. Nice. That is sweet grip right there, man. Sweet, sweet grip. That is perfect. All right, easy stuff too. Wow, not bad. This is a lot of fun. All right, looking good. All right, now this is going to be the detail on the other side of our gun right here. All right, here we go. We've got a couple pieces of 24mm we're going to stick together. We've got a 12, a 4, and a 2. All right, so let's begin by, what are we going to do first? Let's go ahead and start cutting these out. All right, now we've got a 12 here. Now we're going to be dremeling the heck out of this. So the cut doesn't have to be ultra perfect. There we go. All right, now we've got this 2mm piece. All right, now we're going to be cutting a lot of little windows out of here. So if you can see what we've got here, we've got all these little dots right here, and we've got the same thing right here. Okay, that's where we're going to make our cuts all along those lines. All right, so what we're going to do is all right, now we're going to move to the next set of dots, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go from Sharpie to Sharpie, just like that. All right, now we're going to come through and we're going to just connect those two lines, just like that and like that. All right, that's it. And we're going to do a jillion of them through here, so just take your time. And look at that. Nice. Very cool. That's going to be our wrap that wraps around our cylinder. All right, now we're going to take this big, thick 2-inch piece. It's a 24 and a 24mm, and we're going to cut this out on the scroll saw. All right, there we go. Nice. Now this is going to come in and wrap right around there like that. All right. Let's test our measurement. We set our template up too long, but that's okay. We'll come in and we'll cut that off. And now when we wrap it, we should be right on the money. And we pretty much will be, because we've got a little bit of give room there. All right. All right, there's our line right there. Let's make a cut. There we go. All right, we messed up. This is a tough little piece of foam to handle because it's very thin and it's very flexible. When we got to the end and as we were pulling on it, we broke some of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to, on the fly, we're going to make a little patch. We're going to cover these two sections with another piece of foam, and we'll make it look like it was planned that way, all right? So let's get a 3mm piece out. All right, there we go, just like that. All right, now we can come in and we can wrap right around here like this, and it's going to look like that's part of the design, all right? All right, here we go. We're gonna line this up. There we go. There you go. That is not bad. Line our Sharpie mark up on that side, and the same thing here. We're going to line up. That's it. We always say it, don't just drop it down. You got to take your time and look around and line everything up. All right, we've got our dust mask on. We're going to round this off. Now we're going to come in with our 220. Now let's come in with our 320 and let's clean it up even more. Let's get our heat gun out. Let's seal it up. Come around on this side and line them up. Wow, look at that. And you know what? Our little mistake we covered, it looks planned. That's nice, and we'll put that at the bottom. All right, let it dry. Stick that down. We're going to come back here around the back side. We're going to line it up as flush as we can get with this circle back here. Right down around this edge. Oh, wow, that is spot on, man. Spot on. Look at that. Wow. I don't know what it is. I'm guessing it's some sort of a vent thing. Wow, that is really nice. All right, so there you go. So far, so good. We've got most of the body built. And you can see the wood dowel support still sticking out of the handle. So far, so good. And really easy, not that tough. Just take your time, layer up, be careful, and then you're gold. That was it. I really don't have to explain that one too much. That's pretty cool stuff, and it's totally easy. So that's it. That concludes making an EVA foam Sentry Gun Part 1. Hope you liked it. If you did, give us a like, share us with a friend, and subscribe to this channel. And together we're going to go step by step through a lot more super cool builds so that you get the props you deserve. Thanks for coming. See you next time.